beautiful collective. So before we go ahead and get into the reading, which you'll see from the video that I actually recorded a couple hours ago, but I wanted to give a little preface about this portion that is happening that happens within this reading, right? And it's when I'm tapping into my tarot deck, and there comes a time when I'm having a little bit of a difficult time with the energies, and my energy goes a little bit lower. And what I end up doing is I get kind of frustrated. I shut the video off, I take a break, I walk, I go and use the restroom, I come back, and I re-examine the energy that's on the board. I don't touch the cards, and I never do. Whenever I have to go to the bathroom, everything stays as it is, right? I protect the energy before I leave. But you can see when I come back that I have a different perspective, and I'm able to kind of take myself out of whatever confusion or fog is happening within that reading, within that part of the reading. Okay, so I wanted to give you this because now, as I'm reflecting back, which you will see how that word in it of itself has everything to do with the upcoming video, but now that I am reflecting back onto it, I just feel like that's another message from God itself, talking about how sometimes we just need to remove ourselves from the situation, come back, and have that bird's eye view of what is actually on the table, and re-examine the energies, re-examine the project, re-examine the situation, re-examine whatever type of feelings or assumptions or conclusions that we're coming to, right? There's this energy of needing to pull back a little bit and then come back to it, right? Just taking a break from whatever it is that's fogging your perception at this time, or whatever it is that you might find frustration in, or whatever it is that might be you feel is draining your energy in whatever way, shape, or form. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the reading. Hello, beautiful people. How are you? Welcome back to another episode at the altar. My name is Sarah Davis. I am the head owner of Ascending Lifestyle Apothecary. I did just go ahead and make another batch of body butter because the honey that I use has changed a little bit, which changes the consistency of the product itself. So I wanted to see if I still liked the consistency with the way that the honey is now, and it's beautiful, honestly. Like, you can see, it's so beautiful. It goes on very nicely. Just rub that bad boy in. It locks in the moisture. I absolutely love it. I'm really happy because I actually stopped buying, well, I'm forcing myself to stop buying stuff at the store. So I'm constantly creating and shifting and mixing and trying different recipes. So that is the goal. But the body butter is absolutely fantastic. It's chamomile honey. Chamomile is extremely rejuvenating, and it's just so healthy for the skin, honestly. And the honey locks in that moisture. The honey acts as like a protectant, right? It's beautiful. Okay. So if you're interested in that, there is a link down below within the description box. There's also a 10% code that I am just giving away right now. It's for the winter hydration line, which is the first line of the company. Tomorrow I'm gonna start putting together some body oils. I'm really into oils, and I have like 4 oils that I've been brewing for between 6 and 8 weeks at this point, and they're ready. So I just strained those off. I'm gonna do the last one today. So all of those are strained off. So I'm gonna be starting to formulate and put those together and come up with something that I test first, and then I will present it to you all. Okay, so again, if you're interested, link is in the description box below, along with the 10% code, which is winter hydration, which is the name of the line. Right? So I actually already prayed, but I'm gonna pray for the collective before we dive into the cards, and then just kind of pick up on some energies, see what's going on. I've been having some really amazing readings for my self-divination lately, and it's just been amazing energy, so I'm really excited to tap in with the collective. Again, if you guys want pen and paper to take notes, I have mine, right, so that I can take some notes as well, okay? If needed. Mother God, Father God, Heavenly Spirits, at this time I would like to extend a prayer to the collective in hopes that they are following and diving into their intuition, using discernment to the best of their capabilities at this time, and following the way in which you are wishing them to follow in. I pray that whoever is receiving this message, that they receive it in the way in which you intend for them to receive it. I pray that they know what is and what is not for them. Mother God, Father God, I pray for the legacy of the collective at this time, the creativity, the ascension, the journey itself. I thank you for everything that you do and everything that you guide and protect us from. In Yeshua name, amen. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start with, I really like it that we just prayed for the legacy of the collective. That's really, because there's a huge shift in energy that's happening, and it's truly affecting the legacy of the collective and the way in which the collective is going to be existing moving forward. All right? God, I love this girl. What's her name again? Tosh Santana. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of her. It's Tosh Sultana. I don't know if you've ever heard of her before, but she is an amazing musician. I love her music. And I really love this song. It's called Notion. It's beautiful. All right. Mother God, Father God, Heavenly Spirit, I thank you for any and all messages that we may receive at this time. Wow. Like there is such, okay, I just really get big adventure energy from this card right now. And this is the first card out, which is super important. So the collective is tapping into like this, I just heard inner child, like this want to just, it's like a willingness to be able to go with the flow. It's a willingness to be able to follow your intuition and do the things that you're called to do, right? Because it's your life. It's your life to experience. It's your life to live. And God is really asking the collective what does that look like for you? Right? We've been in this reflective energy, not just because of the start of the new year on the calendar, right? Closing this door. Look at. There's a call to adventure right now for the collective that's forcing you to close the door. I just get like this, you're moving away from this energy, right? You're allowing your inner child to actually have a say-so, which is a really big thing for some in the collective, all in the collective. I just got corrected, excuse me. It's a huge energy for all of the collective, and we're moving into this overwhelm and overflow. This overflow and plenty energy. Your cup is overflowing. Ace of Cups is a really strong energy right now too, and so is water. Okay, so sorry, I lay these a certain type of way sometimes because it helps me. Look, and we got 5 and 5. I think what I'm gonna start doing too in readings, I wish I had 2 cameras, and I wish I knew how to sync. Like, I don't know how to do video editing very well, but I think in some of the readings moving forward, I'm gonna start having, so you can see the placement of the cards, the number of the cards, you can see the flow of the cards, and actually when you're able to look at the cards, you can pull out what it is that the divine wants you to pull out, which is something that I may or may not be able to see for you. Like, I can't see those things for you, right? I can see what the divine gives me in the cards, but God can give you something different, right? So I actually might switch that so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But we have 5 and 5 energy, right? Which is 10, which is completion. See, this is what I'm talking about. If this was on the table, I'd just be able to point at it for you. So we have 5 and 5, which is 10, which is completion energy, right? And this is 10 energy. So you're completing like this cycle that goes really, really deep. So I think that for some in the collective who are moving towards a new way of being and doing the reflective work, and you're getting this adventure energy that is coming from what it is that you were able to move past recently. Like, this adventure energy is stemming from the healing that has happened recently with a decision that you made to stop accepting certain type of energy into your space, or stop accepting certain type behaviors from yourself. You've closed a door on a cycle, and now you're opening up, that door is opening, and it's bringing you into this energy. That's why you feel that adventure. You feel like it's a childlike energy. Your inner child is released and is dancing. It's not crowding in a corner anymore, okay? Swimming, right? Your child is playing, your inner child is playing right now, and you can feel that. I was going to mention how water energy right now is very prevalent. Okay, never mind. It's for later. I just got paused. They're like, hold on. We're gonna get there. We'll get there. We'll talk about that in a minute. I love it when I get corrected. It's fun. I just heard allow yourself to move towards that energy. Right? You have to allow yourself to move towards this adventure energy, because that's also a part of the healing as well. You have to move with the energy and do what it is that you're called to do at this time. Follow your intuition and what impulses you have. Like, if you're really interested right now in like participating in certain types of classes or anything like that, like, that's sparking a curiosity really deep within inside of you. And that's a part of the healing as well. Really saying yes to the things that you want and believing that it's possible, that you're able to have those things, right?
New all-free clear mega packs. Bigger packs with 2 times the stain lifting power. It's one and all done.
Sorry, I have to change this. I really like this song. Oh, and then we have Cosmic Womb, the Divine Mother, Feminine, which is 6. Okay, I'm gonna read this card. Okay. I actually haven't, there are certain times when you see certain cards more frequently, obviously, because it's a certain type of energy that you're moving through. And I haven't seen this card in a long time, so I really want to read it. But I'm getting a really good energy from this. So we got Cosmic Womb. It says creativity, the divine feminine. The Cosmic Womb is a reminder that you're undergoing a beautiful process. I can't do this while they're singing. Excuse you. I'm going to start over. The Cosmic Womb is a reminder that you're undergoing a beautiful process of birthing a new self into being, right? Reflective work is a part of birthing a new self. It's a part of the Phoenix stage or phase. You don't know who or what it is yet, but you know it's full of life and love and passion and spirit. It's the perfect expression of you, imbued with love incarnate and ignited by the vital spark received from the divine. If you've had a difficult time in recent memory, feeling dry and stagnant or lost and unsupported, this is changing right now. You will feel newly inspired as so many ideas beckon for your attention. Know that you're safe to explore the expression of your rejuvenated creativity, releasing all judgment. So I just saw us like the collective moving out of the judgment energy as your curiosity is piqued. Yeah. And I'm getting this from the Drifter card too, right? Allow yourself to experience and express yourself. Experience life differently now. Allow yourself to go with that, go with the flow, right? You're in the most fertile cycle of your life right now, intuitively keen with heart wide open, mindful that each step in the direction of your dreams and desires is effortlessly supported by all the divine helpers in the unseen realms. Right? So you're extremely supported in pursuing this new adventure that's calling to you. Okay, I just heard new energy, so we're moving off this pretty quick, but this is just the warm-up, baby. Okay, so I'm hearing we need to talk about how the collective, okay, because some of us in the collective have decided to move past and stop certain cycles, right? I can't get the volume right with this shit. Because we've ended certain cycles and we are going through a Phoenix phase and we're tapping into this new energy, we're being called forth to go on this adventure. There is a different group of ancestors that are coming in. It's like you've unlocked the door and you're being introduced to new ancestors, and it's really exciting, and it's a cause for celebration. So if you've been doing the reflective energy, right? If you've been in the reflective energy and you've been doing the work and you've been setting goals and you've really been like, you went through last year and you've really, you know where you can improve, but you also know where you've achieved and accomplished things. It's like the ancestors really want you to take a minute to just be thankful and invite them into that so that you guys can celebrate together. And it's really beautiful, and it's a very happy energy. So just, I feel like I'm reminding you of allowing yourself to celebrate the wins, right? And I think that when you allow, excuse me, when you allow this yourself to celebrate, that's also sparking a new curiosity within yourself, because you're able to see how much you've accomplished. So you're asking yourself, and you're curious about what more you can accomplish this year and where it's going to take you. And that's getting you in this adventurous, like, it's like a rising fire within you. It's really beautiful. And then the first card out is Grandfather Sky. Okay, so we're going to read Grandfather Sky because I really love this card. It says, this is your time to reach for the sky. Expansive energy, which goes directly in with the cosmic womb, right? This is the time for you to reach for the sky. Expansive energy, vitality, health, healing, and passion. These qualities are expanding in your life. The sky's the limit. You are a healer and a channel for the life force of the universe. Your ability to sense energy fields is increasing dramatically. Your intuition, right? Be prepared to soar to new heights. And I keep on referring back to this reflective energy, because I don't think that some of you realize that reflective energy is eagle energy, right? You have to take a higher perspective when you do that with yourself. You have to have a higher perspective when you do that, because you're in a completely different mind frame now than you were 1 year ago, right? And if you do reflective work, you see that and you understand that. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it in the first place, right? You wouldn't even have that inclination. This says, if you allow your emotions and needs the freedom to be spontaneously expressed, waves of incredible energy will expand inside of you. Running on your own resources, it's easy to become drained. However, letting the divine light of the Creator flow through you easily replenishes your soul. This is all about gratitude, collective, right? What are you giving thanks for right now? How are you including God in your plans? Where does God fit in? Where are your disciplines at? What are you downloading when you're meditating, right? Whatever meditation looks like for you. Meditation doesn't have to be sitting cross-legged and doing breath work. Meditating can be doing your dishes, taking a shower, doing your laundry, gardening, running, working out. What puts you in a certain type of state? And that's a lot. And when you're in that state, what are you thinking about? Do you pray before you ask a question? Wow. That's big. That's a really good question. That's a really deep question to ask yourself. Do you pray before you ask a question? When you sit there and you wonder what the next steps are for you to take, do you include God in that? Are you co-creating, or are you relying solely on your own energy? If you're feeling this adventurous energy, right? And if you feel the deep healing that's happening, you should be thanking God for that, for the end of that cycle. And you should be asking, which direction do you go now? Because this is completely new terrain. We are in the fool's energy right now, right? We have no idea what's beyond the ledge that we're about to jump off of. Because some of us are jumping. Some of us hesitate a little bit, but then still go. Some of us meditate on it, but then still go. And some of us end up don't. We end up going back. It's really wherever you are, right? We got great mystery and talking stick. Like, yeah, I'm really getting this. It's time to communicate with God. Include God in your plans. Believe in the limitless possibilities and go through that communication with yourself. Break down. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so break down what it is that you need to do to take the next steps. But when you're doing that, again, include God into it. Pay attention to how you're spending your time. Pay attention to where you're at in the day. There's this continuation of paying attention to your energy and where it's guiding you. Because I don't think that everything has been revealed to the collective, right? I really do. The other day I kept on getting moon energy. I got it on the same board with 2 different decks, right? The moon kept on coming out, and it's talking about how there's still something that collective hasn't been shown. But I feel like if you continue to go with this adventurous, curious energy, then all shall be revealed in time. So continue to talk about what it is that you, and communicate with the divine about what it is that you're picturing in the future, and just I just heard allow me to show you how to get there. Let me show you the way, right? I lost the card. I don't know where it went. Oh, it's over there. Okay, give me 1 second, because this card has to come out first. Right. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, what is this? We got 6 of air. Things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. So this is 6 of Wands energy. So you can feel the energy shifting. And it's funny because this horse is... I get like chariot energy from this too. But it's a lot like going with the flow, right? Where's that passion guiding you? What direction are you moving towards? And are you open to moving in that direction? Or are you having a mental strife about it because it's not exactly the way that you are you having a mental strife collective with where you're at right now because it's not exactly where you thought you would be? And are you allowing yourself to be filled with faith, or are you allowing yourself to be filled with worry? I feel like that is the the end of the difficult situation. I feel like that is the mentality that's being released. And you're being, if you allow yourself, you're going to be led in faith, right? Look, we have 6 of air, and I just talked about this energy and ending, right? That mental strife ending, right? So the end of a difficult situation, right? And then we have the Ace of air, which is the beginning. So we have the end of this the end of this mentality, this internal strife, and then we have the beginning, this adventure energy of new ideas that are coming in. Okay. Yeah, and I literally just talked about this. Sorry. I literally just talked about this internal strife. Like having to make some type of mental choice. And the collective was making it more difficult than it needed to be. Not saying that it wasn't a difficult decision, because clearly it is. So that's the mentality that we were talking about, right? And that coming to an end, and these new ideas coming in, and then we have the Queen of Cups. Relationships develop to a new level. Patience, empathy. I want to get more from this. Yeah, it's interesting. Sometimes when I do readings, I think that I don't need cards. Like I can just sit here and, but they are a tool and people like to see them. But since I haven't been doing this on YouTube the longest, you see, ask the universe. The universe is your partner. 31 just came out for. Right? So this is the divine. This is God saying, let me help you. I want to help you. Move into this new energy. Move into this adventure. I want to help you get rid of these internal worries that you just don't need. You're releasing them. Let me help you release it. Believe in me, right? You can, I just heard you can achieve a lot more with my help than without it. And God, and it's funny because I was just thinking about this the other day, about how the same way that we need God, the same way that God needs us. Because if there's there is free will, there's choice. And if someone chooses not to follow in the path that you're trying to be led down, right? There are certain ripple effects when you with everything that you do, right? So if you're choosing to go down a separate path that's not truly meant for you, that has a ripple effect, and it can either go in the way that the divine is trying to get things to go, or it can move away from what the divine is trying to create with us, right? Look, and then we have Empress energy. Give birth to your dreams. Believe in abundance. Believe in your abundance. Believe in your ability to not just nurture yourself, but to be nurtured. on a very deep soul level. This is a partnership, like, there's a major shift in the energy that's happening as a whole. I'm going to get some new energy going with this. It's kind of weird. I just felt the shift happened during that part of this reading. Like I got a little tired with it. Maybe you're tired of the collective is tired of being in this space, whatever it is. Or you're just feeling tired and distracted. I'm clearly very distracted right now. But we're doing the damn thing. We're doing the things. I'm going to start with this. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope this message is resonating. I know my energy is a little bit lower, like I just said, but that's okay. Aw, sorry. I just got a little self-conscious about the reading itself, and I was just told you're doing great, so that's fun. Look, we got 3 of fire, abundance, and then we had the Empress card out, right? Abundance is coming in. This reflective energy. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Long-term plans. Yeah. This reflective and planning energy is still very prevalent within the collective. But it's really, I feel like it's coming to, we're transforming into the adventurous energy, which is why it's being laid out. Okay, so 4 of water is out and 4 of cups, right? So 4 of cups talks about not seeing an opportunity that's being handed to you. And I just heard that if you go into a reflective state, you won't miss the opportunity that's coming in. You can't. I just heard you haven't missed anything yet. So some of you were like, did I already miss the opportunity? You haven't missed anything yet. You're not going to miss it. And then 11 came out, strength, portal energy. Once you truly open your eyes to what it is that's going on and what it is that's coming into you, you're gonna realize, like, you're gonna go through this portal. It's a new beginning, right? It's a new beginning. I keep on seeing the Page of Fire, right? There's new passion, there's new strength, there's new energy that's coming in. And if you're able to accept the opportunity that's coming to you, it starts a new phase, a new cycle, because it's portal energy. So it's a new level of consciousness and awareness as well. And it's a new confidence in who you are and how it is that you handle situations and how it is that you represent yourself and the situations that you allow yourself to be in. That's going to further you, and not worrying, like, you understanding that this is your life, this is your adventure. It's nobody else's. You are just a part in theirs, and they are just a part in yours. actually really love this energy. I think for some of you, it might be beneficial to look up the energy of 7, the number 7. Okay. I don't know where to put these. So we got 9 of Pentacles. Okay, what do we got here? Hold on, I gotta lay these out. Wow. Okay.
Teamwork lights you up. With Asana, many hands coordinate across many different types of teams, keeping tiny tasks
Okay, there's gonna come a point
on track
where
so your team can light up the world. Try Asana.
when you accept what it is that's coming in, a part of your God, I'm really distracted. I just feel so distracted. I don't know why. I may have to like cut this part. Yeah, I'm gonna pause because I have to go to the bathroom. Okay, sorry about that. I had to use the restroom and I was getting a little lost in thought. So we're back in the cards. Now, this is what I have on the board. Okay, so Knight of Fire came out, right? We already spoke about the 3 of Fire, 4 of Cups, 4 of Water, and the Strength card. Knight of Fire came out, which is adventurous energy. It's very passionate energy. It's very swift, right? And I feel like this opportunity that's coming in is putting you into this adventurous energy, because I'm not sure that the adventurous energy is here quite yet. Some of the people in the collective may be feeling this. Some people may be at a point, which personally I resonate with most, is where my energy is starting to rev back up, and some people are in full-blown like ready to go, like fast movement type of energy right now. Okay, so this Knight of Fire energy is gonna shift it's helping to shift the mindset of the collective, and the collective is going into this very much like a they're still spending time alone, but they're very, very grateful. It's this gratitude type of energy that's coming in. Okay.
Millions find a low-cost health plan.
Every time you feed your pet pills, you help feed a shelter pet, which helps make them healthy, happy, and more
And then
adoptable,
this
changing their life
opportunity
forever.
itself is also opening up the collective to
Science did that.
new, it's like this, right? First of all, Star card's out. So there's manifestation, there's a wish being fulfilled that's bringing you into this energy, okay? You have new relationships, successful self-employment, great family dynamic is happening. I also said to look up the energy of the 7. We already had 7 of Cups on the table, and 10 of Water minus 3 of Water is the 7 of Water, 7 of Cups, okay? So it's really honing in on this fast moving energy and capitalizing on it while it's here. And when you do that, and when you're able to exist in that, there's going to be a manifestation that's brought in. There's a wish that's being fulfilled, right? Again, this is talking about making long-term plans again, which the 3 of Fire already brought up, making long-term plans. So this this reflective stage that we're in, this eagle perspective that you're able to put yourself in, this new initiation that we're going through as a collective, is really going to change and shift the future. That's what I heard. That's exciting. I want to tap into this deck. Is there anything else that we need to know about this energy that's on the board right now? Thank you so much for the messages received. I'm truly, truly grateful. This is also I kind of just want you guys to just look at this card. Look at it. Like, your reflection doesn't even look the same. It can't. It cannot look the same. You're operating different. 8 minus 5 is 3. Like, body, mind, and soul is being transformed right now. And it's really shifting your energy. It's really shifting the way that you just view you as a whole. You feel more in tune. You feel more in line. You feel more like it's easier to see the possibilities, right? The fog has been lifted. And it's so funny that this mirror is being shattered by just pure energy. Look at that. There's nothing that's thrown at it but the shift of the energy. There's nothing being thrown at the collective, but it's just the shift of the energy. It's part of the initiation is what I heard. Okay, we're not pulling from this deck. Look. You know, allow yourself to take that higher vantage point right now. You can't miss an opportunity from that high above, right? And when you have the speed and the swiftness of the eagle, when you do decide to move towards that energy, like, you're on it, right? Hone in on that, collective. And then Vision Quest is right after this. Look. Talk to God about what the long-term plans look like. Journal them, write them down. And believe that they're able to, like, if you can think of something being able to exist, then it can. A lot of people have a hard time accepting that. But look at the world that we live in. Like, how could it be any other way? Look at all the things that human beings have created. And that all stemmed from a single thought. You know why I love music like this? Because it takes you through such an array of emotion. And we got White Buffalo again. I feel like we had this either last week or the week before. And I'm gonna read it because it's escaping me. What exactly? I just feel like there's specific. Look, abundance, right? We already had the Empress energy out on the table. We have 3 of Fire out on the table. We have White Buffalo, which the first word is abundance and security are flowing into your life. Oh, So with the root girl energy, this was brought to me with the root girl energy when we talked about really deep healing from the cycle that the collective is coming out of and saying no to. The reason why it's so deep is because it is actually healing the root chakra, which is secure, feeling secure, safe, at home, grounded within self. And that's healing because that's healed. That's why doors are opening and new ancestors are able to come in and introduce themselves to you at this time. It says all things are possible. This is going to be our last card. All things are, I just decided that. Well, we decided that because this is bringing it all home, right? And this song is bringing it home too. All things are possible. Balance and harmony prevail. You may be called upon to stand up for others, but you can do this because you have the support of many beings in the spirit realm. When this card chooses you, it's an honor, for it speaks of a time of miracles. It speaks of a time of miracles and balance in all things. You are a channel for the greater forces in the universe, right? The ripple effect, right? God needs you to fulfill what it is that you need to fulfill, or else that ripple effect can't happen. And what happens to the ascension of the collective as a whole, right? Your part is so much bigger than you give credit to. Your part is so much bigger and broader than you can even understand, because you don't have the vantage point that God does. And you don't play chess like God, I promise. This man's got like 1 billion boards in front of him. And he knows where every single piece is on every single board. Like, what the fuck? And those boards go inside of other boards and the geometry. Sorry. Okay. With their help, all is possible, but without it, things can be a struggle. Surrender to support from the Great Spirit. You do not have to do everything alone. Yeah, we're gonna end there. This might have been a different kind of reading, right? But I think the message was beautiful, and I hope it resonated with whoever it is that it needs to resonate with at this time. Again, if you guys are interested in any of the products from the store, the link is in the description box below, or you can just simply go to www.ascendinglifestyle.com. The winter hydration line is on the website. Many other things are coming down the pipeline, so I'm very excited about the future, and I myself just need to continue to allow God to do what God does so that I can do what I have to do. All right, collective, thank you so much for your guys' beautiful energy. Thank you for being here. If you made it this far, if you can please like the video, it really helps other people to be able to receive the messages as well. Yeah, so thank you. Have a beautiful rest of whatever space you're in right now. Love, love.